Primetime local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
It's officially November, which means the holiday season is ramping up, which involves giving back to the community. Real Country 95.9 has partnered with the Olive Tree again for the 42nd annual Gift of Christmas as a way to ensure that every child and teen has a joyous Christmas.
This is our 6th year in partnership with them. It has come a long way since we were first hauling and sorting and organizing all these toys to distribute. Last year alone, we distributed over 1,000 toys to families in Lloydminster.
Willow Creek is one of many drop-off locations this year. Store owner Brenda Gower believes that the gift of Christmas is a very important part of the community each year.
Parents face challenges every year. This year is no exception. And it also services children from the ages of infant to age 18. And if we can relieve a little bit of that stress during the holiday season and bring a little joy to these children, why wouldn't we?
You will find posters and signs all around the city with more information on this year's Gift of Christmas, including a new way to give back.
Keep an eye out for our Gift of Christmas signs all around Lloydminster. We have over 15 drop-off locations this year. And if you are not wanting to drop off an actual toy, on all of our posters and as well on social media, you can actually scan our QR code and that will take you to the Olive Tree's website and you can make a donation there.
Now, the weather that we've been receiving for early November has been honestly surprisingly pretty good.
Yes, today it was supposed to be a little bit more overcast than sunny, but we got a very beautiful, pleasant
nice
day. Plus temperatures. It's been really nice, and the wind hasn't been too strong either, which has been a really good thing. And you know, we're getting very lucky here in Lloydminster with the weather that we've been receiving so far, which is very nice. We're sitting at 4 degrees right now, and with that wind chill, it just feels closer to +1. The wind isn't super strong at 15 kilometers per hour, and the sun is still shining, which is always nice to see as well. Tiny bit of clouds here and there. And then across the region in Alberta, +4 in Provost, Vegreville, and Marwayne, 5 in Wainwright, Vermilion, Edmonton, and St. Paul, 3 in Cold Lake, Bonnyville, and 2 out in Lac La Biche. And then on the Saskatchewan side, -2 up in Isle La Crosse, +2 in Pearceland, Green Lake, Meadow Lake, and St. Walburg, +4 in Maidstone and Macklin, and 5 in North Battleford. And then over tonight in North Battleford, it will remain mainly clear, a little bit of cloud coverage here and there, and it will drop down to -6. So it should be a pleasant evening overnight tonight in North Battleford. And then tomorrow, expect plenty of sunshine throughout the day with a high of +2, so it's going to be a very nice day out tomorrow. And then overnight tonight in Cold Lake, expect some lower clouds, so it's going to be more of a cloudy condition overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, those clouds will remain with a high of +1. And then here in Lloydminster overnight, it should remain fairly clear with just a low of -5. So it's also going to be a pretty nice evening out tonight. That's always nice to look forward to. And then tomorrow, to break down your day, in the morning, it'll be around -5, mostly clear skies, a little bit of cloud coverage. And then it should be a fairly sunny day out tomorrow. At around recess time, it will be -4, mostly sunny skies, and that will be the trend throughout the whole day. And then it gets a little bit warmer at lunchtime with -1, and then by the time school is out, it should be above 0 at +1. So it's going to be a fairly nice day out. It's a little bit chillier as well, but that sunshine is going to be very nice for sure. And then over the next 3 days here, like I said, a high of +2 tomorrow and a low of -3. And then on Saturday, mostly sunny skies, a little bit of cloud coverage, similar to what we saw today, with a high of +3 and a low of -3. And then on Sunday, we have about an 83% chance of some snow showers with a high of 0 and a low of -4. That is your first look at your evening weather forecast. I'll have a more in-depth look later on in the show.
The final event for the Celebrating Oil Country in Vermilion was a Junior B hockey game between the Vermilion Tigers and the Vegreville Rangers. Our Thomas Wildman has more on this exceptional finish to a great day in Vermilion.
The Vermilion Stadium was electric when the two former Edmonton Oilers, Kevin Lowe and Ladislav Smid, alongside the Oilers mascot Hunter, dropped the puck for the ceremonial opening faceoff, and the players were also very excited to be part of such a great event.
Awesome. It was a great experience. Yeah, the atmosphere here was crazy. It was like playoff time in October.
The Tigers were definitely pumped up, as in the first period they would score 6 goals and only give up 1 shot. Then the Oilers' orange and blue ice crew had a shooting contest where one lucky fan would get a free set of tickets to the game on Saturday. The whole Oilers crew was also available throughout the game, giving out signatures. The Tigers, meanwhile, continued to dominate, netting 3 goals in the second and 1 more in the third for an impressive 10-0 victory, with forward Wyatt Dick getting a hat-trick in the win.
It was definitely one of the most cool experiences, growing up playing hockey. A lot of us guys, being Edmonton close, we idolize those guys growing up, and it's really cool getting the guys you look up to your whole life, coming to support, these small towns, and really kind of gets you those jitters, nervous for games, but I was really happy the way it turned out with the crowd and stuff, so it was really good for organization.
The Tigers hope to use this really good game and the momentum in their tough upcoming contests.
I thought that we competed for 60 minutes. We've been working on that, trying to get the guys, doesn't matter what the score is, that we're here to play 60 minutes and to play 200-foot hockey. And we really started to turn it on here in the last couple of weeks. I really like how our team is starting to come together. We got a really tough November where we got some really tough games coming up. So we didn't want to take Vegreville lightly, and we didn't want to pick up any bad habits. And I thought our guys, they didn't do that tonight. They didn't play shinny hockey. They went out and they worked hard and competed hard for 60 minutes, so I was really happy with our group tonight.
The scene now shifts over to the Edmonton Oilers when they take on the Nashville Predators, where Vermilion will be highlighted at Rogers Place and on the TV broadcast. Thomas Wildman, Primetime, local news.
I'm joined today with Quentin Patty. He is a local gamer and fundraiser. We spoke with him a couple weeks back, just chatting about this upcoming event this weekend, Extra Life. So, Quentin, just for anybody who didn't catch our last conversation, why don't you give us a quick rundown of what Extra Life is?
So November 4th, we're going to be starting a 24-hour game-a-thon, playing video games for 24 hours while we raise funds for the Children's Miracle Network through a program called Extra Life. And that's a program that anyone can join.
Now, the event will be taking place at Babs Gaming. All you guys will be there playing games, having fun throughout the day. So is that open to the public? If anybody wants to stop in, show support and whatnot, are they allowed to do that?
Yes, so the storefront's going to be operating regular hours, and we are going to be in the back in the theater area. L&L has sponsored the area for us. So that's where we're going to be hanging out gaming. There's going to be the big screen up there. We're all bringing some our personal computers here. And yeah, then the front, there's going to, I believe they have Xboxes and PlayStations where people can play some of those games, some of those systems. And with that, you can also play some party games with us, hopefully.
And obviously, we want you guys to be able to maximize the amount of donations that you can bring in. So if anybody wants to send money over your guys' way to help out a great cause, how can they do that?
You can check out the link, extralife.org. From there, you can go to the little search bar there and look up the team Foxtrot Tango Kilo. And from there, you'll be able to look at I believe there's 12 to 14 members on the team this year. So you can definitely check it out, see who you want to help. Some of us do have incentives as well. So that's kind of more enticing for people to want to donate to see certain things happen and or have the opportunity to win prizes.
Perfect. So that sounds like a super fun event for everyone involved. And speaking of which, I did notice that you guys have added some extra gamers onto the lineup for this weekend. So who's all going to be in attendance?
So this year, myself, Dustin Todd, Ryan Decker, Mitch Lapensev from Babs. There's going to be Amber Sawatsky. She's one of the new additions. Jacob Finley, this is his second year. And then Dean Selby is his first year. And the one I'm most excited about is our friend is coming all the way from Saskatoon to game with us, Trevor Reeser.
Yes, Trevor Reeser is a good friend of both of ours, Quentin. We have competed in the event before many years back, so I'm excited to see him stopping by to participate again this year. Now, you did mention donation incentives, Quentin, and I know that you have met your first donation incentive, so what was that?
I was super excited to hit my first goal of 500, and what that gives people the opportunity to win is a Funko Pop, the 266 model, which is Be Real as Dr. Green Thumb. And some people liken his face to my own, so I figured that would be a good giveaway, as well as $100 gift card to Babs Gaming and Sports Cards here in Leominster.
Wonderful. And you did mention that there will be a stream of the event, Quentin, so if anybody wants to tune in to watch you guys play, how can they do that?
What you can do is you can look up the Facebook pages for Foxtrot Tango Kilo, which will be our main group. And then some of the other members will be posting their streams in there. So that'll take you to Twitch, it'll take you to YouTube. Myself, I'll be just doing live streams off of my cellular device to YouTube itself and some Facebook lives as well.
Well, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today, Quentin. Before you go, is there anything else you would like to mention to us and the audience at home?
Yeah, so like Babs Gaming has allowed us to utilize their facilities for the second year in a row. For supper, Clay with Panago and Lloydminster is going to be providing some nourishment for us. We're super excited about that to allow us to be able to have enough internet for everybody. Our friend Tyler Jankowski is going to be loaning us one of the 2 Starlinks that are being provided to alleviate some of that internet strain, which we will definitely cause. And then, yeah, like Nine Lives, they've stepped in to help incentivize for Ryan Decker. And then Mad Cow Creations has created some t-shirts for us. So we'll be wearing those for the game day.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Quentin. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day to chat with us. And I'll make sure to stop by and say hi and support the event. And if anybody else in the community wants to join me, make sure to stop by Babs Gaming this Saturday. Thank you so much once again.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you over there maybe.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
I'm so happy to be joined today from Toronto. We have Kyla and Bella Thompson joining us, 2 very special ladies. Thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
Hi. Hi, Bella. Bella, how are you feeling? Let's start out with that question.
Good.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good? Well, Kyla, can you, just for those who don't know, maybe explain briefly just what Bella's situation was before she got her bowel transplant?
Yeah. It was a bad situation.
It was a bad situation, yeah. And she is on the other side of bowel transplant now.
It's good now.
And doing, her energy is amazing. Before, when she was waiting for a bowel transplant, it was really, really hard on her. Her old bowels were not working. She was surviving off of IV fluids, in a lot of pain, often very pain in her abdomen, and a lot of restrictions. So it was really, really hard, a hard, long wait to receive the call for her transplant. And that finally happened in August.
And now, from what I see and from what you're posting on your social media, she is way ahead of the game in the recovery side of things. So that has to be so exciting and must make you so happy to know that things are going so well for Bella now.
Yeah, it's been just amazing to see my little girl be able to enjoy her days with no IVs, very minimal medications, hospital not pulling her away from things she wants to do. We still have quite a bit of treatment that is a part of her recovery here at Sick Kids. So we are in the Ronald McDonald House. And while we go back and forth from Sick Kids, she's able to go to school here. And I'm just happy to see her so full of energy every day now, like her back, like herself.
Well, and let's talk about Ronald McDonald House and how important that is, and what a unique situation that she can actually go to school in
Yeah.
Toronto as well. So, how
Yeah.
has Ronald McDonald House played a role in all that you've been through with Bella?
It's so it's we are so happy that it exists. Like, I know, I believe Toronto's the only one in Canada with a school. So that we are very fortunate because Bella, because of her hospital appointments, has missed a lot of school. So to have her get back that normalcy and help catch her up for what she missed has been so awesome for her. She's been craving getting back into a school routine, so I'm happy for her that that's available here. And then of course, the ability to stay so far from home in Saskatchewan and have it still feel like home. We have our own family suite room. There's meals made for us 3 days a week. The staff here are amazing. They put on activities for the families all the time. It makes the days in hospital not as hard. Being able to come back here.
Is
Awesome.
there a time frame yet for when you guys will be able to go back to Saskatchewan? And how will things change for Bella now that she has had the transplant, and for you as a medical mom, Kyla?
I can
Yeah,
swim.
I mean, I can swim. So much has changed already, but we don't have a timeline just yet. She has, uh, she had just go ahead, go ahead.
I can have popcorn.
You eventually, yes,
Excellent.
she'll have less restrictions, of course, as time goes on. There's like scheduled procedures and stuff that we're still going through, and that's why we need to stay closer to sick kids for now. She still has a central line that they need specific IV medications for, and so I think when those medications have run their course and we can look at taking that central line out, then we'll have a better idea of when we can go home.
Well, and
Yeah.
there are people. What was
It's
what were you
on
saying?
it's on my leg, my IV.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, your leg, yeah. Well, Bella,
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of people who are rooting for you and have done things to help make your stay better. And I see that you got a gift from Halsey, another gift from Halsey. Can you tell me about that?
Mom, drum roll.
Drum roll.
No, actually. No.
I'm trying.
Amazing. Did Halsey draw
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bella
Wow.
requested some of her artwork, so she sketched a picture of Bella and her, and it's the sweetest. We'll have to frame that. Hey, pretty special.
Well, that's amazing that you have people like Halsey behind you, and a lot of people I see have reached out. And the David Foster
Yes.
Foundation has been helping you as well. And creating awareness is a big thing too, Kyla. And I know that organ donation is sometimes a touchy subject, and people are a little hesitant to sign their cards. And what would your message be to people who are maybe on the fence about organ donation, just seeing what it's done for Bella?
Yes, I would hope that our conversations and our requests that people continue to keep the conversation going helps lessen any fears people have around it. There is a lot of organs that can be donated from a living donor, unlike Bella's, however, who does require or could not come from a living donor. We would hope that people can understand more about specifically pediatric organ donation. And it's hard to talk about because there is no card to sign for your child. That's a decision you make when you're old enough to have a donor card. But for children, it's different because their caregivers have to say that, okay, in the worst moments of their life, right? And so if we could still have people, just encourage people to talk about it and understand that if they ever unfortunately have to come to that decision to have their child hopefully be an organ donor for another child, and know and hope that there's some healing and something, a part of that helps them know that they're saving the life of another child, knowing how hard that situation's got to be for the donors of the kids that don't make it.
Well, Kyla and Bella, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. And I am so happy that Bella is just doing so well in her recovery. We have so many people rooting for you guys. So hopefully next time we chat, you'll be back in Saskatchewan and enjoying life and things will have changed. So thank you again so much, both of you, for chatting with me. And we hope to talk to you again sometime soon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Stay brave.
Bye-bye.
Taking a final look at the next 3 days, a high of +2 and a low of -3 for tomorrow. Expect plenty of sunshine. And then on Saturday, mostly sunny skies with a high of +3 and a low of -3. And then on Sunday, unfortunately, we have an 83% chance of some snowfall with a high of 0 and a low of -4 to round out your weekend forecast.
Well, thank you for that weather update. We have one last story before we're all wrapped up today. Sad news for some baseball fans that the MLB season is over. The Texas Rangers have won baseball's biggest prize for the very first time.
In their 63rd season. It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
The Rangers secured their first World Series title, beating the Arizona Diamondbacks in 5 games. Former Blue Jays Marcus Semien put the game away with a home run in the 9th inning, sealing the 5-0 victory. Corey Seager was named World Series MVP. He's just the 4th person to win the award twice. And, neither of us are the biggest baseball fans, but it's nice to see that the season is all over,
and it's cool. It's cool for the team, the Texas Rangers, to win for the very first time. I think
that's
awesome for them.
And they have a player who's won the MVP twice, and that's just always nice to have more awards going around for the teams. So that's always nice to see.
Yeah.
But that is all the time that we have for you on Primetime Local News. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great night.